Sister Wives. David's life with Christine isn't perfect. Leaving Utah sparked some drama, and he may not like filming the show. Sister Wives newbie David Woolley is married to one of the show's shining lights, Christine Brown, and her fan favorite status may actually be a double-edged sword, as David probably feels a lot of pressure to be the perfect partner. Most people who've watched the series likely sympathize with Christine, as Cody Brown mistreated her. When she tried to get him to spend time with her and sleep with her, he rejected her, leaving her miserable and frustrated. After Christine left him, David quickly became her Prince Charming. In the public eye, David's adjusting to married life, and there are some signs that the transitional phase hasn't been silky smooth. For example, David didn't really seem to want to be a part of Sister Wives. He seemed to want to stay off camera. Above, Christine and David talk about their marriage pet peeves, as per Entertainment Tonight. David sat down with People, making a light-hearted joke about being pressured into a stint on the long-running reality show. While he was joking, the fact that he felt compelled to say what he did was telling. It probably shows some turmoil under the surface. Referring to Christine, he said Christine has said he'd rather not film the series. He does it for her. Relationships are about compromise, but doing a popular show when a person doesn't want to is quite a concession to make. David said that he feels uncomfortable sometimes while the show's filming. He isn't sure how to act while the cameras roll. While he may get used to it, the fact that he's basically a reluctant reality star could signal big trouble in their relationship. Before he had to do this, they posted online sometimes, or did the occasional interview. Now he's in Sister Wives scenes that will be out there forever. By agreeing to do the show, perhaps under duress, he signed up for all manner of shade online. He knows by now that every single person who appears on the show is going to be criticized sometimes. Sure, he gets paid and that's nice, but is it worth it? Many celebrities have complained about being bullied online. Even the extravagantly talented and hard-working gymnast, Simone Biles. Aside from being a public figure, with everything good and bad that this entails, there is the issue of Cody. David doesn't seem to like him, and he's forced to interact with him on the series. Christine once spilled some tea, letting the world know that David called Cody a dumbass. Christine was really stirring the pot, as per People, by bringing private comments into the public consciousness. There's an underlying theme here. It's David losing privacy for Christine's sake. If he doesn't want to do the show and keeps filming it for her, he may feel like he's giving up too much. If he tells her things in confidence that may not stay private, he may start to fib or tone down his honesty. He may be afraid of what will happen if he speaks the whole truth. Sister Wives stars are often ridiculed. Cody's been painted as a villain who hurt 3 good women. Cody's parenting has been questioned. He is universally reviled. Even Robin has been putting him down lately. When David watches Cody on screen, he may feel some trepidation. Is he looking into his own future? Will he be the villain someday, just like his nemesis? David clearly loves Christine, but fame has a downside, and that's the reason why David's life probably isn't perfect. David is a Sagittarius. They value freedom, open expression, the great outdoors. They hate to be hindered. Fame is changing David's life in good and bad ways. While he's a great match for the Aries woman, Christine, a Sag must be able to roam. A Sagittarian is someone with vision. They see the big picture. Fame can shrink a person's world, making it harder for them to blend in with the crowd. With that being said, of all the bad things that fame brings, the inability to just be himself as he used to will probably bother him the most. Then again, with a great woman like Christine at his side, he may be strong enough to survive and thrive. The new Sister Wives star David Woolley may find that fame is something he treasures, which allows him to share parts of himself with a big audience. Maybe fame will even enrich his marriage to Christine instead of hurting it. Christine Brown's departure from Cody Brown and her subsequent journey into a new chapter of life with David Woolley has captivated fans of Sister Wives. However, while Christine's radiant glow and her social media posts suggest she's living her dream life, sources close to the couple indicate that all isn't as perfect as it seems. David Woolley, who initially embraced the limelight as Christine's partner, has reportedly faced challenges adjusting to this new reality, leaving Utah, coping with drama, and the overwhelming nature of filming the show. Leaving Utah, a bittersweet goodbye. Christine's move from Utah to Arizona to be with Cody years ago was a struggle, but returning to Utah after her split from Cody felt like a triumphant return to her roots. Utah held her family, her culture, and her dreams. Meeting David Woolley seemed like fate, and for a while, life felt like it had clicked into place. However, when Christine and David began planning their future together, the idea of leaving Utah for more neutral territory became a contentious point. David, who had built his life and business in Utah, wasn't thrilled about uprooting himself. Although he was happy to support Christine, moving meant leaving behind a comfort zone he'd spent years cultivating. "It's not that I don't want to be with Christine," David reportedly confided to a friend. "But change isn't easy, and there are things I'll miss." While Christine seemed ready to embark on new adventures, David had his reservations about leaving the state that felt like home. Family gatherings, old friendships, and even small comforts like local diners they frequented were left behind. The strain of this adjustment occasionally surfaced in their relationship, sparking disagreements about what their ideal future looked like. Filming Sister Wives, a reluctant star. When David entered Christine's life, he was introduced to a world of cameras, fan theories, and endless social media scrutiny. Initially, he played along, appearing on Christine's Instagram stories with his characteristic charm. But when it came to filming for Sister Wives, David wasn't as enthusiastic. For David, the constant presence of cameras felt invasive. He wasn't used to having his every move documented or being thrust into dramatic situations for the sake of good television. Unlike Christine, who had spent more than a decade as part of a reality TV phenomenon, David was an outsider suddenly pulled into a whirlwind. David's a private person, a production insider revealed. He's not the type to air his dirty laundry or relive tense moments just because producers want drama. Some fans noticed that David's appearances on Sister Wives were more subdued compared to Christine's vibrant, confident persona. While Christine thrives in the spotlight, David occasionally looks uncomfortable, prompting speculation about his long-term commitment to being a part of the series. Blending families brings unexpected drama. Christine and David's romance has had its share of idyllic moments, but merging their families hasn't been entirely smooth. Christine's children adore her newfound happiness, but integrating two families is never easy. David's children, though supportive, were reportedly cautious about the fast pace of his relationship with Christine. "Blending families is harder than I expected," Christine admitted in a candid moment during one Sister Wives episode. "I want everyone to feel included, but it's a lot to navigate." David's children, who had seen their father lead a relatively quiet life, were suddenly thrust into the public eye. Meanwhile, Christine's kids were protective of their mother after her tumultuous exit from her polygamous marriage to Cody. Finding common ground proved challenging, especially when differing traditions and expectations clashed during family gatherings. Christine's energy versus David's reluctance. Christine's zest for life has been a driving force in her newfound independence. From launching her cooking show on social media to sharing updates about her adventures with David, she radiates joy. However, some insiders suggest that her boundless energy sometimes clashes with David's more laid-back approach. Christine wants to do it all: travel, host events, film, connect with fans, a friend close to the couple shared. David's more of a homebody, and he's not used to this level of activity. This difference in personality has led to occasional tensions. Christine's drive to seize the moment can overwhelm David, who sometimes feels like he's being swept along rather than actively participating in decisions. On the flip side, Christine occasionally feels frustrated when David doesn't share her enthusiasm for new projects or ideas.